Ho ho and a Merry Christmas. This is Black and the Black Times Infinity. I'm your host, your boy Blue, coming straight to you from the stack, but Kronos is down in SoCal, and so it's like other people. It's just splattered everywhere. It's everywhere. Spoke me out, fan with that dang shit. I'm your host again, your boy Blue. Basing up on the ones and twos, we have very own Kronos.
Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays, all that stuff. Don't get mad when somebody says Happy Holidays. Stop being a bitch about it. Happy
Yeah,
Holidays includes Christmas,
it does, and Kwanzaa and Hanukkah.
Hanukkah, and there's a bunch
I
of other
couldn't
ones
think of what it
too.
was for a second there.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Well, Old Ninja is in the wins. Prodigy is being hunted down by HR and Zuck. And Stitch is just I don't know where Stitch is. He's
It's usually
MIA.
working.
MIA.
Yeah.
He's out there saving lives, one seat at a time.
Yes, he is. And I have the stats for everybody. First in the chat would be Sick Dolphin. What's going on? Pretty sure you used to be in the chat room every now and again. Haven't seen you in a while, so good to see you back. And the listener of the week would be this is gonna be hard. Niuk? Nieuk. So
You?
I'm trying. All right, I'm trying.
Yeah. Well, thanks for listening. Hey, jump in the chat room and like if you ever are live when we're live and let us know like, hey, this is how you say my name.
Exactly.
Say my name.
I was thinking that too. I was like, you could do the whole Beyonce thing.
Yeah. All right.
I don't think we're gonna do RIPs because it's the holidays. God damn it, nobody fucking dies during the holidays. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, right.
Probably somebody died right when I said that. Because
Didn't Jesus die on his birthday?
Well, he wasn't born. Well, I don't want to be controversial, but
Yeah.
he definitely wasn't born in winter. So
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Well, I know Odin is probably going to join a little later, but we can go ahead and get started on the cast. Kronos, I want to dive straight into what you and I both been watching recently is Chainsaw Man. Because this last episode, goddamn.
we can't talk about the
At
last
least
one.
the last couple of episodes, yeah.
We can't talk about the one that just came on because we need 48 hours, and it just came out yesterday. But yes,
yeah,
I have watched it. Honestly, the finale, it could have been a little better, to be honest with you. But
wait, that
also,
was the finale? The one from yesterday?
Yeah, that was the season finale.
Oh, shit. Okay.
I mean, there was
I left it wide open.
There's definitely a highlight in it that I definitely loved, and if you watch it, you will 100% know what I'm talking about. The way that Denji deals with humans, it's the way you do it. No defense.
Yeah, yeah, it is. He took a page out of Boondocks.
That he did, and that shit is great.
But I wait somebody to sync up that scene and with what's it, Thuglicious?
I was thinking about doing it. It's a lot of work.
You should do it, man. You should do it before it happens, before somebody else do it.
Yeah, I could do it. I had a couple.
Yeah, what
days,
you think about the other episodes are?
The other episodes were, I mean, they were good. I mean, it's. I love the. We didn't even talk about the teacher guy. I forget his actual name, but the guy who's like their instructor.
He's like a S-class demon hunter. Like he's like OP reason. Oh, my camera stopped.
It did stop. It like glitched out. I can still hear you though.
Oh, okay, cool. I'll try to take care of my camera issue. But yeah, like when they introduced him, he was like, "Oh yeah, like the only way for you guys to be able to beat the gun demon is that you have to be able to beat me because I'm the best demon hunter." And he just goes on a rampage on killing them.
Yeah.
Like the first thing they thought they were bad too. Like ran up on him, and he was like, "Not today,"
dude,
and murdered both of them.
The best part about it is when they thought they were gonna get. So basically, this dude went and killed them both like for an entire day straight, and then let them go home. And then they were like, "Okay, Old Ninja's gonna drop in right now." And so, hey, what's going on, Old Ninja? Your audio isn't working yet. Gotta fix it. There we go. Now you're good.
Yeah, I had to wait for it to connect.
Okay. We're talking about Chainsaw Man. You just dropped in the middle.
Oh,
I
haven't seen the latest episode.
We're not going to talk about the latest one because 48 hour rule.
Okay.
But what was great about when Denji and Power first met the teacher guy is basically he killed him for like a day straight. Then they go home and they decide to get smart and be smarter about things. And for them to get smart, they put on glasses. I was just like, I couldn't stop fucking laughing when they put the glasses on. And they actually did fight smarter, but they still got their asses kicked. like real bad.
Yeah, I was about to say they put together a plan, didn't they?
They did.
And
It was a good
then
plan.
it was like,
Until it wasn't.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm about to say it was kind of a good plan. I'm like, this doesn't sound like a very fully fleshed out plan, but I'm all let me see how this plays out. And then it went all bad for them.
Yeah.
Well, it was.
Kashibi is his
It was.
name.
Oh man,
Yeah,
what's up?
power.
Oh,
Like the fact that she like bloodbends. That's what I'm calling it bloodbending because that's what she's fucking doing. But like the fact that she used up a lot of her blood, she basically became anemic and passed out. It was
Yeah.
like, what the hell? But like, yeah, she had like blood and tanks above him and stuff like that, and just she was just OP. They couldn't take him out. But one thing kind
yeah,
of
but
skipped over too is that when he first started like killing him, he killed Dingy so much that his brain didn't like repair back for a second. Like he was like, I don't want to say retarded. He was like brainless.
I
He
mean,
was
you
like
said it,
brain
though.
dead basically. Yeah, but and Power had to like beat the hell out of him for him to die again for his brain to like come back and start working again. That shit was hella funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was gonna say the teaser says he's human, right?
Yeah,
He does, but I mean, he's a
That's what
badass.
I mean. Yeah, I'm about to say I'm all this dude is human, but he has like some extraterrestrial like moves. Like he can. It's like he has some weird precognitive kind of senses or something.
I
And
mean,
all while he has a cigarette in his mouth.
and he's drinking heavily. He drinks a lot.
Oh, and his ring. Yeah.
I don't think does he
Oh,
smoke that much? I think he's just mostly drinking.
I think
yeah.
it's drinking.
It's one or the other. He's either drinking or smoking, and sometimes both. So usually when he's talking to maybe Mikasa, is that no,
Miss
that's not
Makima.
Makima. He's usually drinking when he's talking to her. When he gives his report to her, he's drinking,
He's drinking
and
in
he
the fights
tells her,
too.
yeah. But like when he goes home, he has a cigarette in his mouth, and they try to jump him, and he's just like, y'all ain't ready for this.
Mm-mm.
I'm just like, damn, because he fucks them up. Like he fucks them up so
Dude,
bad they can't get up.
Yeah.
that the one scene the one scene when they try to like kind of ambush him when they try to fight smarter and the teacher was like, yeah, you guys can have the rest of the day off, you guys had enough training, blah blah, and he like walks away and Dingy's like, oh look, we're good, we have the rest of the day off, and then he just throws a fucking knife right straight in Dingy's
Or in the
head.
head.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was like,
injury.
never trust a demon hunter. That show's hella funny.
Also, we got to talk about how like super OP Miss Makima is.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
dude.
I
Like,
thought we did though.
Well,
I mean,
okay, but she's also fucking ruthless. So when she went in to go talk to those gangsters, and she
Oh,
was trying to get them
yeah.
to like give up, like basically like what was going on in like the whole the gangster realm, and
Yeah.
the guy was willing to give up some information, but then he was like, I can't give the information on like the other the other gangs like people because they would kill me and there'd be a power ranking, blah blah blah. Oh, she was like, oh, that's nice, and then she picks up like a paper bag, puts it on the table. She's like, these are the eyeballs of your friends and families. If you would like me to return them, I need you to give me the information that we need. I was just like, God damn. Like,
She
took the
straight said
fucking
it
eyeballs.
with a straight
Yeah.
face.
And
Yeah.
she's like, if you give me the information, then I'll put their eyeballs back. But it was just like, you just took their fucking, like, what if we just get the information? Like,
Yeah,
Jesus
like,
Christ,
what if they were nice and like, I'm gonna give her the information.
Yeah.
She's like, well, I guess you gotta have a contingency plan, I guess. You gotta be like Batman, you have a pregame. Or
Yes.
post game?
Yeah. I don't know.
That was pretty brutal. And
But
she was
like,
very calm about the whole thing because they're all talking about fucking her up, and she just sits there and just looks at them like, okay.
well,
Anyway,
it's funny that you meant like fucking you up because there's a scene like there's been like memes and stuff go around for this too. There's a scene where she's just sitting on a couch and 5 guys are standing behind her.
yeah,
And, like
yep,
the memes like,
very true.
man, I watched too much for this. Like,
Mhm.
I think they do it on purpose because they're well aware of Western culture, and so like even if you watch the intro, it's mostly, not mostly, but it's a lot of Western like movies and TV shows in the intro.
mhm,
So
mhm.
yeah, go back and like watch. There's like some stuff with what was that bowling show, bowling movie?
Oh, Big Lebowski.
Yeah, Big Lebowski. There's a throwback. There's one for Thor Ragnarok, and there's a few of them in there.
Yeah, I get that feeling too. I felt like that shit was done on purpose
Oh, yeah.
because they don't zoom back and show like the men over her. They literally show their crotches at her fucking head level, and it
Yeah.
like just shows them like fidgeting and stuff. I'm like, dude, this feels like an on purpose type fucking shot.
Yeah.
And I mean, she sits there in the middle to talk to because she's talking to the Yakuza, and they're all talking about how like they run the city, but she's like, well, you guys run the city as far as we let you. Like now, I need something for you to do for me, and we'll let you keep going. If not, I'm gonna have to handle business. And it's just like, what the fuck is going on here? And every time they shoot back to her, you see these guys because the guys are fidgeting, scratching their kind of crotch area, kind of. And I'm just like, what the fuck is happening? Am I about to see what I think I'm going to see? So I was just like, okay, I see
Wouldn't be
you.
surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised at that point. I'm not surprised now, after watching the show for so long. I'm like, okay,
Well, also in the last episode, not the one this week, but the previous week, we got introduced some new characters, and we got to find out who that angel kid is that's in the opening, the ones that's sitting on the stairs. Because at first I thought that was Miss Miyamaki or what her name is.
Makima.
I thought it was her. Yeah, I thought it was her. But like, yeah, it's a whole different character, and he's an angel. And basically, if he touch you, like that's it,
Yeah.
you're dead.
And there's like a
Basically,
shark guy
angel
too
of
who's
death.
like pretty fucking crazy.
Yeah,
He's just like eating people, eating zombies and shit.
and there's like a
Spider-Woman.
girl.
Spider-Woman.
It was like she's down there fucking up zombies. But like when I watched the intro for this week's episode, I actually noticed that they're in the background when they're inside the movie theater. They're like sitting in the background, even like the teachers back there. I was like,
I noticed that
I
too.
didn't even notice those guys.
I don't know
until
if they
now.
added it in or not. I need to go back and look because
Yeah, you
I
gotta
know
go back and look.
the outro is different every single episode. Maybe the intro is too, just like a little bit.
The intro changes every now and then. There's always like one or two added scenes. Sometimes there's a bunch of added scenes, but they're very, very quick and small. You just got to
Yeah.
catch them. So I mean, the intro has like three major scenes. The ones where they're dancing at the end, the movie scene, and the bowling. Those are like always constant, but in between those switch out sometimes. So
I gotta keep an eye on that one.
interesting.
'Cause
Yeah.
I just realized. I mean, I noticed it with the previous episode, but like the fact that the ending is always changing, or not the ending, but the outro scene is always different. Because usually with anime, they usually will switch them out like every maybe couple of arcs, or maybe I guess what seasons they'll switch out the
Season,
back.
yeah.
But this one, it's like every weekend or every other week or
Every
every
week.
week they change out the outro.
Yeah, because there's I think the third episode kind of foreshadows a character you don't see. And you don't see that character until like 2 episodes later. I was like, what the hell? Well, I'm all, oh, that's where that person was.
That one
Just-
outro where like the one where Denji like eats that chick's vomit after
Ah.
she kisses him. It's like that outro still is like, god damn,
Yeah.
that shit was fucked up.
Oh, that whole episode was fucked up.
Yeah,
And
Let's see what else happened. Well, it was funny in this episode. Homeboy with the sword, he goes to the agency and they introduce him to a new demon for him to make a contract with, which is a future demon. And the future demon let him know. He's like, "You want to know how you're gonna die?" He's like, "No, I don't give a fuck," basically. And he was like, "Well, let me just tell you, your death is gonna be epic."
yeah.
And I'm like, "Oh shit, how the fuck is this dude gonna die?" Because he's been doing some fucking cool ass shit. At least in a couple of episodes ago, like when he was fighting against the sword man, like he was kind of holding his own until dude just did his thing and sliced him in half, basically. But yeah, I'm interested to see what his character's gonna do because he seems like a badass and he's got like a couple of, I guess, contracts with demons. Like his one demon's just abandoned him, but it seems like he's got something else going on with his sword because there's a scene in the hospital where he's like checking his sword and the sword's like, you got like 2 days or something like that, or like 2 years left of your life. Yeah.
That's when, like, when he went to commit the contract with the future demon, I was like, this guy's only got 2 years to go. Like, how can he like negotiate with anything?
Yeah.
You know?
He doesn't bring any chips to the table. But then he was like, hey, like, let me just, chill in your eye. I was like, okay, that's fucking weird.
Yeah.
You see what I'm doing?
Gotta wear put on an eye patch.
Yeah.
I'm just like, why would the future? I'm like, how did they catch a future demon? Like, if he knew he was gonna get caught because you can see the future, he must have let himself get caught.
I don't know. I mean, that teacher guy seems pretty badass.
True.
So,
But the demon can tell the future, so he knows what's gonna happen.
I guess maybe
just-
how far he can see the future.
just
That
man,
is true.
There's also there's a caveat. Just because you know the future doesn't mean you can stop it.
Very true. But I mean, you can try
you
to
can't
like
you,
avoid it.
you can't Marty you
stop it.
can't Marty McFly that and just fuck your
Yeah.
mom and just screw up the
Oh.
whole entire thing.
That's how we get Donald
Well,
Trump. What are you talking about?
I'm about to
Yeah,
say
right.
that's how we got 2020.
Yeah.
So, but still, that was some crazy shit that was happening. I was gonna
But yeah,
say
when they showed up in the hotel, when they showed up in the hotel and homegirl, snake girl, that they did with the snake, she fucking busted out homegirl's ghost demon contract person, whatever. Can't go to the name of the character. I was like, dude, that is some fucked up shit. How are you gonna use the same demon that this guy's best friend use all the time against him? I was like, man, that's gotta fucking hurt, especially since he just basically came out of recovery and stuff like that. Like, damn, that was some fucked up shit. To fight your partner's demon, that looks kind of fucked up. But if you watch the next episode, you're like, oh shit, okay, so it kind of makes sense.
I
Yeah.
have not seen the next episode. God damn it! I didn't get a chance to see it yet, but still, it's still pretty messed up. I guess the reclusive kind of homely girl that becomes a badass. Did she quit?
No,
No. The girl with the knife?
Yeah,
No.
I was like, I remember
No.
seeing
the
her.
scary girl.
I don't
Yeah,
think.
dude.
Yeah, but she kept saying how she wants to quit. I'm like, well, I don't remember seeing her.
She's not done being like kind of crazy and OP with regrets.
Yeah. Just little hint for this week's episode
week?
is that our little spoiler. Your company bonus will make you do a lot of things.
Yeah.
I feel like that's not. I feel like that's with anything. Company bonuses they make a lot of people do stuff.
A company bonus will make people do strange things.
I mean, that's what keeps me. One of the reasons why I stay where I'm at is.
There you go.
See?
See?
Right.
I mean, that's probably why the people at Twitter stay at Twitter. They probably got holiday bonuses. I wouldn't be surprised.
Maybe.
Twitter, I would not want to. I would never work for an environment like Twitter. Like ever. Like especially when Elon Musk was like, oh, he's basically just making everybody work extra hard. I'm like, no, like I'm not going to work extra hard. Like he's just, I'll work, but I'm not going to like make work my fucking. I'm not going to make a corporation my life, and like work extra hard for you, for what? I mean, like all those people that are working there right now, they have to know that they're on the losing side of like everything.
History.
Yeah, like they're not gonna. Twitter's not at the current trajectory. Twitter is not going to make it because you have a dumbass running the company, and I say that wholeheartedly. There's no argument you can tell me right now about Elon Musk that he's not fucking stupid. The only thing that he's done that like we went through before in the other podcast is that SpaceX, which he is a part of, but there's also another guy that nobody knows about, but he's probably the guy that's actually doing all the work. But all the other things that he puts on his resume, was it PayPal, fucking Tesla, now Twitter? Like these are not things that were first of all, they weren't his idea. He wasn't the one that brought them up. He's just a venture capitalist. So that's all he is, and all the shit that he's doing. Like, you can see his business acumen with Twitter. Like that's his business acumen. Like he's really dumb.
Oh, sure. I mean, no contest there. I mean, I'm not disputing that. I'm here for the ride. Like I didn't deactivate my Twitter. I'm just watching this explode. I told a friend of mine that I should apply at Twitter just to see what it's. Because I'm pretty sure I can easily get in probably now, and just be there just to watch what I can report. What kind of a shit show? I'm pretty sure they probably make me. They probably make me sign a NDA. So. But still, it would still be interesting to see how something eats itself alive.
They can make you sign an NDA, but they can't enforce it if they're fucking broke.
True. I mean, they can't sue. They can't sue if they're broke. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure there's some kind of like Reddit or some kind of social platform where the employees are just spilling all the tea on there, and nobody's gotten to it yet.
I know that. I guess there was I'm not sure if it Elon Musk or something. There was something that went around saying that I guess Elon told employees to stop leaking out personal company information about like things that are going on within the company. Like one of the things that was leaked was that they were building like bedrooms inside of the buildings or something like that.
So
And like
that
Elon's like, hey,
yeah.
you just don't be giving out company secrets. It's like, fuck you, dude. You're building houses and rooms inside of these buildings. Like
Oh,
it's gonna come to light.
so the thing about that is that is violation of Cal OSHA because OSHA I believe is nationwide, but Cal OSHA is a subset, and so there's been back in the day during the .com boom, there were people that were in startups that used to sleep at their jobs. Problem is that's a violation of workforce trades and statutes and laws and whatnot because you're supposed to only work up to 8 hours by law and with an hour break and um, you have to go home and return within 12 hours or something like that. I think it's 10 hours now, but you need to have a break in between shifts basically, and you sleeping at your job is in violation of that. So California is looking into that, saying if this is true, we can basically shut you down.
Yeah, I mean, there's zoning laws for there's zoning laws for a
Yeah,
reason, and some of them are kind of ridiculous. But you shouldn't you shouldn't live where you work
pretty
like
much.
that. Yeah, it's just like
Especially-
it's first of all, it's pretty much unethical. I'm like in the military, it's a little. I'm thinking about like the military, but it's different because you sign your life away, so it's way different.
Mm.
But if you're working for a normal job, you shouldn't live where you work. Like you need
There's
to
a
have,
privacy law,
yeah, you need to be able to leave where you
Separate.
work because they can
Yeah.
exploit you. So
hmm
yeah,
That's the whole point. You're supposed to. That's why these rules are put in place. You're supposed to be able to leave your place of work and do something else. Do like a leisure activity, be with family. It doesn't say that in there, but the reason that why it's there, it's for that purpose. And you're not supposed to live, like you said, you're not supposed to live where you work because you can be literally. It's like you become a sweatshop at that point. You literally just sleep next to your workstation. You wake
True.
up and not only want that, you're in an unhygienic area. And I'm pretty sure Twitter doesn't have like bathing facilities there. They may have
Oh,
a
they might do.
laboratory.
I mean, most places
You
do,
trying to
but still,
a shower?
yes,
They have
Yeah.
a shower and a
yeah,
My work.
bathtub?
My,
yeah. I
yeah.
mean,
My work does.
my work does too.
Really?
Well,
Like,
I mean,
Okay.
my office, but that I never go to, but yeah, they did.
Yeah, I was about to say. I mean, I know some of them have gyms now, so I imagine the gyms will
That's one of the
probably have
reasons
a
why.
shower.
Yeah, because
Okay.
yeah, it
what?
was.
Yeah.
I don't know if Twitter has that, but you're
Well,
not
I know the
supposed
company I work for, like every floor, there's like one bathroom that will have like a shower in there too, like a shower, not a bathtub, but they have the shower, and it has like shampoo, conditioner, there's towels in there
Yeah.
too. Like it has everything you need. Because I guess a lot of people like will bike to work,
Yeah, I was gonna
so
say
they
same
have a
thing.
place
to.
to
Okay.
shower or something, or I mean, technically you could live there. I mean, there's food, the security, it's open, the building's open 24 hours.
Yes, even though technically you can, it's against violation that you do.
It's not against
So
violation; it is a violation.
yeah, so a multitude on top of that. So I mean, especially if you were working a certain way and they force you to stay there, that's also a
Mhm.
violation as well as law breaking. So the state can literally take you apart on these levels. So if proven to be true, so which inquires the employee or worker a lot of compensation if that is proven to be the
Yep.
case, which will basically bankrupt the company. So we'll see what happens. But I'm actually all for it because this feels like a late '90s movie, like premise. Like back, remember when Enron was around?
Yeah,
This might be like a
Oh
new
yeah,
Enron. So
like
I'm like,
what show was that? Mr. Robot.
oh, Mr.
What was
it's a
Robot
that?
great
and
show.
Office Space.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Robot was a great show. But this reminds me of Office Space a little bit because
Yeah.
the more I keep hearing about it, the more comical this seems. Because I'm like, this can't be real life.
Well,
There's
didn't
no
he also
way
tweet out? Didn't he also tweet out like, "Hey, do you think I should step down as
he
CEO
did.
of Twitter?"
Yeah,
He
And
did.
and
he,
he
people say
lost.
yes.
So people said yes, and now he's like, "Oh, well, now I got to find somebody." But it's like, well, how long is that going to take?
It
Like
can
he's
take a while because you got to think who wants that position.
he's
All eyes on the
it
world will
shouldn't
be
matter.
on that.
He should literally just step down and let the board, because there's a board. Let the board fucking take over.
figure that
Let
out.
the board figure it
board's
out.
gonna.
Wait,
I mean,
the
the board-
board's gone. Did he fire them all?
Oh yeah, well that's yeah. He fucked
Yeah,
up. He fucked up an entire company. He's literally destroyed people's lives for what? Like he fired like almost half the workforce, if not half the workforce. And I mean, for what? You know, it's just like this.
Or ego, maybe.
Yeah, it's just like it's like it's a joke to him, but it's like, dude, these people were like, this was like their livelihood, and you just fucked it all up.
Mm.
I did see rumors that our good old friend Tom from MySpace might come back and
Yeah.
as CEO.
Hey, you know what? That's actually I don't mind that at all. I think that's actually a step in the right direction for them, providing. So, you know, maybe they should. I mean, but MySpace is still around. It's just that Sean's not he's not involved as he used to be. I think he sold his portion.
Yeah, Tom retired like a long time
Oh,
ago.
he retired. Okay,
Yeah.
I thought he just moved on.
I don't think
know
he's
he
ever going to
retired.
work for like. I don't think he's going to become the CEO of anything because he's just like going around doing whatever the fuck he wants. Like, why the fuck would you want to run a company again when you have the money that you need to like do whatever you want? Like, doesn't make doesn't make any sense.
If he's the man that saves Twitter from the trash can, he'll be talked about for decades.
It doesn't matter. Look.
Dude.
If I had all the money that I wanted and I lived the life that I wanted to live, I wouldn't fucking work for anybody. I wouldn't be a CEO of shit. I would just do whatever I want. Like, why would you feel the need to save a company when he's like chilling in Bali or somewhere? You know what I mean? It's like, why?
I know. I mean, it's up to him, really. He could come back and maybe he wants to get back in it. Maybe he wants to be a nomad. I don't know. I don't
think
know.
he's going to be a nomad. Like that guy's not. Tom's not going to do it. He's not doing shit.
So anybody else is going to be like, oh, I mean, you're going to be instantly a multi-billionaire, provided that
No,
if you
no,
save
you wouldn't be.
save the company, if you save the company,
You would not be a multi-billionaire if you save the company.
Here's an interesting fact. Tom is from Escondido.
Oh, that's hilarious. That's where I
Yeah.
used to live.
It's still up there. American computer hacker. I'm trying to see what he's 40 or he's 52 now. Goddamn.
Hey, a lot of those guys are. A lot of the .comers kind of are now. So
It's funny. Somebody had said that. What was it? I saw a TikTok where somebody was talking about how like the young people today are like, how did they deliver pizza like back in the day without GPS? And like older people are getting mad. It's like they have bats, you dumb fucker. And it's like don't get mad at these don't get mad at these kids because you're just old. they don't know about stuff like that. You can't get mad at them. It's because you live in a time when there was maps and you had to ask for directions and write stuff down and or print out directions off your computer.
Yeah, MapQuest and shit like that. It's just it's one of those things. Like I was trying to explain to my youngest that because she watches Netflix and I was like, hey, you know that Netflix didn't used to have like an app you couldn't watch it on the internet. They would send to you like discs, and then you'd have to like watch it on your TV. And she's like, what? I was like, yeah, it's weird, huh? It's like trying to explain a fucking carrier pigeon to us. Like when we were kids. It's like, what do you?
It's
People
so
did
funny.
what?
You know what? Now that you mention it, I totally forgot they did that. But I had the 2-disc plan where I could rent 2 discs, and I had streaming, and I had Dark Knight Part 2, like the animated movie, the second part on disc for like 5 years. I just barely returned it back in like maybe 2020, 2019, maybe.
Yeah.
Remember Netflix try to split the company up in 2 pieces?
They did.
It was like Netflix and like Flickster or some shit like that.
Yeah,
I think they were going by.
That shit fucking failed within the first.
Yeah, bad. I was mad.
They came back. I mean, they just bought part of an army base to like make their studios. So, yeah, Netflix is winning for now. You know,
For now, this is so wild. I'm looking at Netflix's locations. They have stations worldwide. Worldwide.
It's interesting now when you go to Netflix, it takes you straight to the streaming platform. Like you can't even like see like the disc collection version.
well, because it doesn't make sense to do the disc thing anymore. Because it doesn't.
I don't think they do disc anymore.
But you can't even buy. Yeah, I mean, like most laptops don't even fucking have a disc in it. You know, it's just like
no. You have to special order. I had to special order mine with the fucking DVD writer, like because all that shit didn't come with it. I was like, what the fuck?
Get an external. Like they still
Oh,
sell
I
externals.
have a lot of old like stuff on like CDs and DVDs, like old information, like apartments, like personal shit.
So okay, just
And
get
I
an
was like,
external.
I thought about it, but I just haven't done it yet.
Yeah, they
And when
still
I
sell
buy an
externals.
external, I end up using it for my consoles.
All right, to be able to get to the disc category for with Netflix, you have to go to DVD.com. But
Damn.
it's still Netflix. Like it transfers over to DVD.netflix.com, but it's DVD.com if you want to rent DVDs from Netflix. But what's their pricing? I'm just checking out shit in Griggles because I haven't used this in like fucking forever.
I don't even use it anymore. I had to change mine to streaming only. Streaming only
Yeah.
is your best price bet now.
So one disc is $10. For 2 discs, it's $15, and for 3 discs, it's $20. And unlimited, no late fee, blah blah blah. Cancel in time. But
because your monthly fee pays for your late fee, pretty much.
Yeah. But I remember, man, I used to like have that shit down to like a mathematical equation. Like, okay, I'm gonna watch this movie. If I turn it in tomorrow and I watch this movie, like I knew how long it takes for the movie to get back to Netflix, and then the next one be sent out to me. So I always would have a movie. I try to squeeze this movie as much movie as I can in a month. It's kind of impossible. Like you have to deal with like snail mail and stuff like that. So you can't really get that much out of it.
I think that whole thing, the Netflix era, was like a very. This is what I'll give Netflix a whole lot of credit for pivoting so quickly. If you're a younger listener, for years, for decades, even. We had the whole, video rental. We had to go into a place and like rent a video. You rent a VHS or a DVD or whatever from Blockbuster or whatever your local, video store was
your mom pop
for
shop.
decades. And then Netflix, when they first came out, they changed the game by delivering, and that was like holy shit! Like you can just like deliver it, and then within like maybe 5, maybe 8 years,
Yeah,
like it's probably like around 5 years that lasted. And they were like, "Oh, like this is not the way to go. We need to like go to streaming service." And I have not seen a company pivot that well in a long time for fucking anything. Because most companies, when they do like one thing, they just stick with that one thing until the fucking wheels fall off, or they're so big that they can take a longer time to pivot. But Netflix, they were pretty agile about that. They were agile about first doing the home delivery, then switching to streaming services, and then having their own studios. And so I don't know what they're going to do next, but it could be something cool. I don't know. Maybe they'll fall off, but so far their track record has been pretty good for their consumers.
You know which company I'm still surprised is still around is Redbox. Like
yeah, that is. I mean, it does. I mean, if you don't have, there's sometimes where I feel like I look at things through the I have money glasses. I'm not rich, but I have.
I know what you mean.
Yeah. For me, when I see the Redbox thing, I'm just like, why the fuck are you doing that? But I mean, I'm assuming that the service is so cheap that it makes sense for certain people where you can't, because people, they make the assumption that first of all you can afford to pay for the internet, and then second of all you can on top of that afford to pay for a streaming service. When you can just pay, one-time fee for your DVD or Blu-ray player, and then just go, kind of piecemeal it together by going to Redbox and then getting your DVD or Blu-ray, bringing it home, and then doing that. But it's I think in the long run it's probably way cheaper than paying for a streaming service on top of your internet, because that's a 2-fee thing.
That's true.
So I feel like it's kind of an age thing.
Plus electricity.
Yeah, but I feel like it's an age kind of thing because like I was watching Atlanta, the season 4, right? The current season, and there's a part where the main character Earn, his dad, the family's all together. He's like, "Hey, do you guys want a Redbox tonight?" I'm like, "Redbox? Like who fucking?" And I realized like they're an older couple.
Yeah.
So it's easier to stop by like a 7-Eleven, Lucky's, Albertsons, Sam's Club, whatever. Drop your $2 to $3 and get you a disc, and maybe $5 you get a couple movies, like brand new movies. Watch them at home, bring them home, watch them at home, and then take them back the next time you go shopping or whatnot. It's like running an errand. It's so much easier than to like try to like search with like this remote that lets you input like one input at a time, and that becomes frustrating for older people, or sometimes even physically difficult in some cases.
Well,
So
yeah, it's weird. It's like one of those things that is basically it's a technology that's being really propped up by like an older generation that just doesn't really understand technology. Which is, I mean, I've said it many times on this podcast. There's going to be a certain age to where there's going to be something that I just don't get, and I'm not going to give a fuck, and I'm just like whatever. Um, but there's a lot of older people that are like they don't have the internet. You know, they don't understand the internet. They don't care to understand the internet. All their needs are met at this point in time, and they don't need to have anything extra on top of that. And I think people
mhm.
really discount those people, and this is why we have fucked up laws.
Mhm.
That's very true, because they are like, hey, we like a lot of those people are like, hey, we like the old ways. It worked for us. Why does why does this not work for you? We're like, well, times have changed. They're like, well, what do you mean? Because their worldview is a lot smaller, so it's not as more encompassing as the younger generation is now.
Yeah,
So I kind of get it, and I've seen it. I've seen the community, that doesn't understand the technology, that has a very hard time juggling multiple streaming situations. I've had to deal with it for the last like couple months now. Like it's very hard for them to maintain Amazon Prime, Disney Plus, Paramount Plus, having multiple passwords and having to keep up with that kind of stuff. The maintenance on that stuff becomes daunting for older people.
can I just?
You know?
I also want to throw in here just real quick how much the industry gave us what we wanted, but also fucked us over at the same time. With because we all wanted to unbundle, right? I wanted to
Oh,
unbundle
we
for like the
Yeah.
longest
did.
time, but now I'm just paying the same fucking shit. You know, we
I
unbundled. Now
plus.
I got Hulu fucking
Mhm.
whatever, Hulu Plus. Now I got Disney Plus, and I got fucking Crunchyroll, and I got fucking HBO Max, and I got all these. It's like I'm still at the end of the day, I'm probably still paying the same overblown price that I was paying, complaining about for cable. But I don't
If not
Yeah.
more.
understand. Yeah, probably more. Yeah.
So,
Plus, you got internet on top of that.
what was that? What was the last part?
I said plus you got internet on top of that.
Hey,
Oh yeah,
at least porn's still free. I'm just saying.
I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, very much so. I mean, you get
They
there's a
got
lot of
ads in those
free
now.
free stuff out there. What happened?
I said porn also got ads in the beginning now too, so that's
I
kind of
could deal
It's
with the
still
ads.
free
It's all
though.
right.
Yeah, it's still free. You can skip the ads if you wait
Hey,
10 seconds. You
yeah.
skip the ads.
Look. Porn ads are way better than YouTube ads. I'm just saying.
Very true.
oh god,
Because
yeah.
YouTube ads, they fucking trick you. They got some ads
Hmm.
that are unskippable, some ads that do double ads, some ads, it's just like it's fucking bullshit. The porn ads know what's up. They get 5 fucking seconds. 5 fucking seconds. And that's it.
That's it. You in and out. So it's very, very different world out there. So it can be
Yeah.
scary for some people, especially like the people that feel like they got left behind. So they're like, well, I can't keep up with all this fast paced stuff. I'm just gonna stick with what I know. And that's why stuff like Redbox exists. You
You
know?
know, I'm like looking at my my Netflix account, and there used to be a way for you to see like what you have watched on Netflix,
Hmm.
like not just watch, but also what you've rented. And I remember I had a really good list going, like I don't know, a couple of hundred movies. But it was just interesting to go back and look at that, but I can't find a way to do that now. Yeah,
All
Um,
but
right.
it's what's that game service that you could rent games through?
Gamefly. We used to be one of our sponsors.
GameFly.
Yeah.
Yeah, are they still around?
Yeah, they're still
I
around.
don't know.
I
Are they?
think that Gamefly, honestly, it's really good for younger people and parents.
Mm.
So I still think that's a valid service out there, even though we have PlayStation Now
Game Pass.
and Game Pass, um, but I think it's still a valid service. So
Oh, what's it? You know who does the same? Steam
Steam's
and the
fucking
Epic
awesome.
Mm.
Store. They
Yeah,
do the same thing. They give you free stuff, free shit.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like every month you get free games. Like who doesn't want free? I'm like, oh, instead of me trying out a demo, I get a certain game for free, so I can just add it to my library and play it whenever I want. You know?
Yeah, y'all know me. I've been singing in the Steam praises ever since the Steam Deck came out because uh, it was so cool to like be able to play the games that are already in my Steam library on the Steam Deck. Not all of them, but a lot of them on the Steam Deck, and it was just like there's no other console you can do that on. Where like you had a previously existing, you know, library where you can play like the vast majority, or at least some of the stuff on there. You have to repay for it. What consoles usually do now is that they kind of outmode the last generation of discs. When it comes to digital, you can't play any of the digital stuff. Now they're kind of redoing it, where it's a little better. But man, that Steam Deck experience from the jump was fucking great. Plus all like the newer games and stuff. Drew just got a Steam Deck for Christmas. And
Oh no shit!
yeah, he said he really liked
Great.
it. So
Oh,
yeah,
I'd imagine he would. That's pretty
We
awesome.
kind of jumping back to Tom from MySpace. I just looked up his net worth. His net worth is 60 million.
yeah,
Pretty good.
that's enough.
I mean, that's enough.
That's enough.
Yeah,
That's
that's
more than enough.
Yeah.
That's more than
Yeah.
enough. Dude, you
Most
can
of his
buy.
money is from real estate. He invested in a
Oh,
lot of real
even more
estate.
so. So, dude,
so
that's
that's
enough
smart
money.
Back.
That's enough money to literally have like multiple Airbnbs, have a house on both coasts, have a house in the UK and Australia, and still be fine.
That's what I'm saying.
And
Like,
take care of
how are you going to convince a rational person that is getting more than enough money to sustain their lifestyle and more? Why would you try to convince them to run a company? Like
Easy.
this is the
You
problem.
offer them more money.
Well, that's the thing
Yeah.
is that it gets to a point where if you're a rational person, you have enough. But the problem is that we make these like celebrities out of these people that have too much, like Elon Musk. The guy's the fucking richest guy on the planet, and he's dumb as fuck. And he just wants to have more and more and more, and people are just willing to give it to him. But his credentials are fucking sketchy as shit. Like a reasonable person would be like, "Hey, I got to a certain point, I'm done. Like I'm good. Like there's nothing else I need to do here.
Yeah.
There's nothing else you need to do. Like just fucking rest on your laurels." But no, they need to just have more. They need to be like, they got to be the biggest dick on the pile. It's just like there's no need for it. There's really no fuck. If Elon Musk retired right now, I'll be fucking singing his praises on the next podcast. Fucking retire. Like just stop. Like I had respect for that dude a while ago, but man, he's terrible. And I think Tom did the right thing. He made a great product. He made money off of it. He reinvested it, and he's like, "That's enough. I'm done. Like I did my thing. I contributed to society, and I'm good." And I think what's hilarious is that I seen like a bunch of memes where people will say like, "Remember back on MySpace where there was no controversy and like everything, like nobody had bad opinions." It's like, okay, yeah, but all of us were on. Anybody that's my age was on there, and guess what? Now you're that shitty person. You just weren't shitty back then. But you're shitty now.
Yeah.
Like you're still the same person though. You just you just grew up into a shittier person. That should be more of a commentary on you than fucking Facebook or MySpace. You're just shitty.
Plus, that world was a little bit more closed in. Like you mainly just had like your group of friends that you're associating with. Where with MySpace, like you got your top 8, but like with MySpace or with Facebook, you got the world's more open, so you can join like groups where people are from all around the world. There's like videos and stuff that get spread and released. Like MySpace was pretty not centralized, but like it kind of catered to the environment of friends that you had.
Well, it didn't
really get too extreme.
What MySpace didn't do is that it didn't make everything an echo chamber. So the problem with Facebook and most other social media companies is that they pay attention to like what you like and things that you follow, and they make this little cocoon of shit for you. And so you won't. So if you're a certain kind of person, you won't see the outside of like your little fucking bubble. But on MySpace, that bubble didn't really exist. Like you didn't. Nothing was catered towards you. You had your friends that were your real, actual friends, and if they said something shitty, you could like call them out on their shittiness, but you wouldn't get like ads about their shitty opinion. You know what I mean? But now, like if you're like if you're on a certain spectrum or whatever, they just like insulate you on all this, and it's just like this compounding thing where you think that your current view, right or wrong, is going to be right no matter what. And it just feeds you into like that whole thing. And MySpace just, it didn't have that, but it's still up to you to make the decision. Like I saw like, you know, the echo chamber thing coming on, and I saw like how it was kind of trying to mold you into like this certain thing. And it's like, if you don't understand that, then I mean, that's on you, man. It's not on a fucking social media platform.
Yeah, the thing about MySpace is that MySpace made you your own personal rock star, right? So in MySpace, you advertised you. This is who I am. This is what I'm about. This is what I like, and I'm gonna like put music on my page, even though it takes 10 minutes to load because your fucking shitty ass music track is too long, your MP3 is too long, and it would link
All that
all the shit.
glitter.
Yeah, like glitter, butterflies, like you can do that shit. It's basically just you and your own little bubble, your own world, and you made it tailored towards you. Facebook and MySpace is different now. It's basically I'm gonna say this, if you and people will turn it to, if you don't agree with me, you're wrong. If you do agree with me, you may be wrong too, but I'm gonna like you more. Kind of, it's kind of weird. This weird like space. Like when people had MySpace, they would go outside and try to add pictures to their MySpace page, right? They would actually interact with other people to make their MySpace more entertaining, more appealing. Now you can sit there behind your keyboard or on your app and just sit there from your couch while you're watching Netflix and just say a bunch of bullshit just because you're watching the show or whatnot, and just, just see who likes it or whatnot. It's like a different tone, different vibe. There's less. I feel like there's less expression on the new shit.
Well,
So
I think it's less authentic expression. There's like less. Even me, like recently, I've kind of like really scaled back on like posts on Facebook, but on MySpace, like there was way less of like sharing, um, others. You would share like your own personal stuff. You wouldn't share like websites and like, you know, YouTube pages and all this. Like you would just share like your own actual thoughts. You wouldn't just like share out like random bullshit. And I think that's one of the things that is missing today. Like just imagine today, like on Facebook, if you literally you were unable to share, um, like like a news story or a YouTube video or a tweet or a fucking, you know, TikTok video. Like what if you can do any of that? Like what if the only thing you can do was just give your own actual fucking thoughts on the platform? That's what MySpace basically was back in the day. You can only like share your actual fucking thoughts,
mm-hmm.
not just some bullshit, just your own actual thoughts. And I think that's one of the major differences, today. I think Sick Dolphin in the chat said that they weren't forced to socialize with people that they didn't want to. That's what MySpace was. Yeah, and
you
that's
get
a really good
fucking
point.
ad me's every fucking 2 hours.
I do what I this is Prodigy's kind of fault. So I do like the whole behind the scene, not developer side stuff, but like the behind the scenes social aspects and stuff that like you don't want to post publicly, but you can hide in like a group and just like, yeah, you can say stuff, but nobody talks. Everyone keeps showing memes. It's all memes. It's mostly
That's what
memes
it is
and like
now.
and ass and titties.
We went back to the caveman days of drawing pictures on the wall.
Draw
So it's
pictures on
just
the wall, yeah.
pictures
And
on a digital wall.
and like instead of posting stuff, people use it as like they do it as a meme and then post the meme instead of just posting it as if they wrote it themselves.
Yeah. Well, I mean, some
Weird.
platforms like mainly Instagram now, where like you can't really type like you have to post a picture of your message or I don't know. It's all weird.
There was this
It's
movie or a TV show. It used to say that Instagram was basically Facebook for people who can't read. I
yeah.
was like, damn,
What
that's hilarious.
Well, Instagram when it first came out, it was mainly just about pictures, which I
Pictures.
liked about it. You know, the people posting up photos, but then it became out everybody taking pictures of their food, and it's like okay, it's kind of boring. But then it started posting up videos, and I don't know. Instagram, I still like posting on Instagram just because you can edit pictures and stuff like that. Still, and you can do that on other platforms as well. But like Instagram just still has like that little, I don't know. I guess getting to your audience with the photos. I don't know. I just like Instagram for both
well,
photos.
I will agree with that because I've seen some like content creators, including like the guy that is pretty down for us, and you guys have met him. I've met him, but Clay the bartender, he's able to
Oh
post
yeah,
his book and his journey through being a bartender in the Bay Area, which I can relate to, and he posts stuff that is unique, like his own brand, his own drinks, his own recipes he likes, stuff like that. I like that kind of stuff. Now, Pinterest is taking the place of what used to be Instagram. So basically, old Instagram is now Pinterest.
yeah.
So,
But yeah,
but
but
what I do
let's
like
say
about
let's just fill
yeah,
in the gap for oh damn, I just lost for the name. I can see the name of the website, but it's just gone. Like I can't. The one that they used to be able to find like adult stuff on there, but they like took it all down. Based that site
oh, the
almost no
was it
more. Tumblr.
oh Tumblr's still
Yeah,
up. Tumblr's
I know it's
still
still
running.
up, but it isn't the powerhouse it used to be. At least in
No,
my
it's not.
opinion.
That's because there's not as much porn. Apparently, there's still porn
Exactly.
on there, but there's not as much. But you can still look. The 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 equivalent now of I guess Tumblr is Reddit. There's a lot of porn in
Oh
Reddit.
yeah,
Reddit has a
boy.
ton of porn stuff that people should get like thrown in jail for type shit. But um, it's still there. I mean, both of those outlets are
Reddit's
still there. 4chan is
Reddit's
still
like
there.
I was gonna say 4chan is like the public version of 4chan. Like anybody could have access to it.
I guess so, isn't it? But 4chan is where like all these like crazy
But that dark shit
incels are
happens though.
post. Yeah, they keep posting all their stuff. They post what they're gonna do. No one believes them. They end up doing it and like, oh, why did you check their 4chan? Why did you? Like, oh, well, we did, but we didn't think they were a credible threat. We didn't think they were gonna act on it. Like, well, dude, they told you they're gonna act on
Yeah.
it. Like, what the fuck? What are you guys thinking? So I feel like 4chan's a very dangerous spot for. I don't want to say um, was a shared thought or whatnot. It feels like it's just
A
an
hive mind.
angry. It's like it's like an angry bunch of guys that feel like they're having something stolen from them when it's really not. They just feel that way. People tell them to feel that way, so they get told to read certain books that are totally trash. They fill their heads with bullshit, and they go out and actually harm people because someone basically told them to.
Yeah.
So I
I
feel like
never really I guess navigated 4chan. Like every now and then I'll end up on that
no,
site for certain reasons, but like I'm
nope.
like, give me up for this.
I don't need to. I don't need to go there. I feel like there's nothing meaningful in on 4chan. Unless it's porn. Then maybe. But not
But
even
see, like
then.
4chan always it always sounds like it's like a good place to find like some cool anime. That's the thing that always like throws me off.
I feel like there's way better anime sites that anime groups like Reddit, anime Reddit groups, any links, like a bunch of shit like that. I think they're better suited and more
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm just saying
better.
4chan just sounds like a site that you go to for anime.
Oh,
Not
it
fucking
sounds like it. Oh
some
yeah.
racist comments and some hidden meanings here and there.
Oh yeah, that it's like an echo chamber for like white supremacists. Oh, don't forget 8chan.
Oh yeah.
8chan is like the new 4chan, or it is the new 4chan. So it's just crazy out there. You just got to be careful what's happening out there. I don't know where Cronus went, but I don't know if you had a chance to watch this um Witcher show, the Blood Origin show.
No, I haven't, but I don't. I only know it's got some bad reviews right now. But have you
Yeah,
had a chance to watch it all the way through?
yeah.
Is it,
I watched. It's only 4 episodes,
oh, that's
so
it. Wow.
yeah, that's
Is
it.
it hour long each episode?
They're roughly like 55 minutes. Yeah, one of them I think is 90 minutes, but they're not that long. So, um,
What's your take on it? I mean, because it's in like the low single digits on Rotten Tomatoes right now
so
as far as ratings go.
I tried watching it with a group of people, and so and it's when you watch something with a lot of people, discussion happens when you're trying to watch and pay attention. So you know,
Mhm.
losing some stuff. So I mean, I didn't see anything too wrong with it. I mean, yeah, one of the leads is like female, but she's like a co-lead. She's not by herself. She's not the oh, I'm gonna like kick guys in the balls like lead. There's two people there. There's two people
Mhm.
have a common enemy. They team up to like try to, you know, spell the enemy. They end up finding the old quote unquote the Obi-Wan character, which turns out to be Michelle Yeoh. So she ends up being like their mage and um and teacher, teach them how to like add to their skill level. And then there's like a guy who kind of does magic. He's kind of a fuck up, but he does. I didn't see anything too wrong with it. It didn't bore me or anything. I was kind of engaged. There is a lot of lore, but I don't see anything bad enough to warrant that kind of level of like hatred to it. I
Yeah.
was reading some reviews. It's hard to say because I did miss some of the middle. So, but I mean, at the end, it made sense. I mean, it's not as gripping as The Witcher, but it is within The Witcher's world. It starts with the character from The Witcher. One character is wasted. I will say that she's completely wasted.
Mm.
But um, yeah,
No, it just
I don't understand the hate behind it. I understand if you think it dragged, then I get it,
but it's only four
sort of.
episodes. Like how does well I guess it's so
What are you
dry.
guys talking about?
The witch.
Witcher Blood Origin.
Oh, I watched the first one, and honestly, I like the first one. So,
Yeah, it's only 4 episodes.
oh,
I think. Is
okay.
it four? It's like 4 or 8 episodes or something like that. It's not that long.
Four
It's
or eight. That's a huge difference.
yeah. Hang on,
It's double.
I can give you the exact number because we just let it play. So I was like, didn't really go. It didn't really go without like a pause or anything. We just let it run and we just sat there and watched it all. But we were talking through part of it, so I missed some of it. But I don't understand the hate behind it. Like I was telling Blue, there's co-leads. It's not a one person's vanguard spearheads the series. It's two people that team up and spear the journey forward. So I don't get it. I don't get the hate.
Yeah, I
But
don't either. I mean, I watched the first one. I liked it. It's not the perfect show, but I mean, it definitely wasn't bad. Like I said in the chat, I think it's just the bigot bingo thing. Well, you
hmm
have two women of color that are sort of leads, and you have I mean, there's a guy in there too. He seems badass. He's got a fucking axe, and he's doing
Yeah.
some.
yeah, it's actually bad.
Yeah,
Badass.
it's pretty badass. I don't understand the the hate on it. Well, I mean, I sort of do. Like as far as like the bigot shit goes, but it's not a bad show. So, just if you're gonna watch the
Yeah.
show, keep an open mind. I guess just watch like a normal fucking show. It doesn't have Geralt in it. Oh no. So this guess what?
Yeah.
Every other show that you watched that wasn't The Witcher didn't have him in it either. So who gives a fuck? Like, you can
Yeah. I
still enjoy
mean,
the show.
so there is a character from The Witcher in it briefly, but I mean, he's a very revered character. But still,
Oh
it's like,
yeah, yeah,
yeah. But I mean, it starts with him. But the thing is, that I was telling Blue, there's co-leads. There's two people that lead it.
yeah,
Like it's not just one female. It's like it has like this strange like Star Wars setup where you have these two people. They have a common enemy. Link up, go. They meet a mage. They meet like their Obi-Wan Kenobi type, which is played by Michelle Yeoh, and you know they do have like a dwarf, an actual dwarf who plays a dwarf in the show.
I haven't gotten there yet.
Uh,
I'm still
yeah,
on
I've
episode. I
gotten
just
it.
finished episode 1, so
Yeah, I mean you'll beat them by episode 3, or yeah, I mean by 3. So like the first episode is over an hour, and the other 3 episodes, it's only 4 episodes. The other episode is like 50 minutes to 42 minutes.
yeah.
It's not really that bad.
And it's also I just want to expand on the lore. I want to know about the first Witcher. So
Yeah, I mean, I get it. I kind of get maybe the hate on that just a little, but I don't think it's that warranted that bad. Nowhere near where they're getting these kind of weird numbers. I think these numbers are people review bombing the show, but not really watching the show. They
yeah,
just see the trailer and you just jump on there and talk shit. Like I know a lot of people that swear that oh the audience reviews are what drives the show. the honest reviews or the people that watch them. No, not necessarily. You can literally talk shit about a show not having watched it at all.
Yeah.
Just watch the trailer, base your opinion on the trailer, and talk a bunch of shit and just let it go. That's all you do, and people feed off of that. So watch the show,
People do
form
that
your
for
own
like video
opinion.
games.
Yeah, watch the show, form your own opinion. If you liked it, great. If you didn't like it, don't go on the internet and just say, I this show is the death of the fucking series. Just say I didn't like it. That's it.
What's also kind of weird is that so with the critics, there's only been I'm on Rotten Tomatoes. There's only been 27 critic ratings, which is like astoundingly low for a show that's on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
And there's over 4,000 audience scores, but you know,
Yeah, that doesn't.
and it's got
When I looked at it, it was like a couple hundred. So now it's in the thousands. It's all bad. It's funny to me because the people start arguing in the comments. So I'm just like, no. There you
yeah,
go.
this is just like some of these you could just like read the first couple of first couple of sentences, just like, then why'd you even like watch this? So this is literally a person that's on Rotten Tomatoes. I promised myself I wouldn't watch this series after how bad season 2 was of The Witcher, but curiosity got the better of me. So it's like, what why? Like, if you didn't like
The Witcher,
why the fuck would you even? Yeah. And the next one I read, maybe I am old fashioned, but I feel it had a lot of unnecessary bad language. I guess grow up, but I guess you're old fashioned too, so whatever. Another one is, who is this made for? Other than the name, it had nothing to do with The Witcher, except for this is when they make the first Witcher. So, I guess like these are just what the fuck.
Wait, what's the R rating or the TV rating for the show? I'm pretty sure it's probably R.
TVMA
R
for sure.
Yeah, for that content, that means like they usually will say on there like this is gonna have profound language and stuff like that. Like it's in the intro most of the time. So
They
complain about the language.
They literally fuck within the first like 15 minutes. There's like a sex scene in the first 15 minutes of the show.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, I don't understand people. It's just, but also, I don't need to. So fuck all those people.
I mean, I get it if you read the books, and you're like, hey, this isn't what the books kind of portrayed. Then yeah, sure.
But then they can complain about Jaskier. That's not his fucking name in the books. We could be super critical about the entire fucking Witcher show if you really wanted to be. Because I read the first book and it's like it's different. So. But the show is honestly better. So yeah, there wasn't
I didn't play the games
Witcher,
either.
huh?
I didn't play the games.
Okay, I played like part of the first, part of the third one, but yeah, it doesn't matter if you played any of them or not. The show was enjoyable. So
oh yeah, indeed, agreed. So I enjoyed the show. I didn't watch, and I expect to be the same way with The Last of Us next month. When The Last of Us comes out, like I played the games. I played the first game more than once, I think. Oh, I had to because my PlayStation took a shit.
So I did the game, which is why I didn't play for a long time.
Yeah,
I had in that bad update that wiped my whole fucking shit.
Yeah, so mine wasn't the update. The hard drive like took a shit. It might have been the update to fuck the drive, but I was playing a different game, and it wiped the drive. And it took my fucking save, so I had to start the game over. But I played through the game, and I was just like, this is really good. But I don't expect the show to be frame for frame like the fucking game. What I want is at least a deep, halfway decent story, a very, very, very good resemblance, to the game, and something like I don't care if they add a new character as long as they fit into the story and as long as they don't do anything crazy that like derails the rest of the story and goes into some weird shit like aliens invaded or some shit. Then I'll be upset. But as long as they stick with the premise of the story and give me that feeling of like this despair, hopelessness, and like maybe a little bit of hope, then I'll be cool with it. But I don't expect it to be 1-to-1 at all. So,
all right. Oh, Ninja, have you completed High on Life?
No,
game?
I'm closer, and I got the weird gun that you were talking about. But it's fucking so funny.
Oh, the
It's
creature.
so funny. Yeah,
Creature.
creatures
Yeah,
fucking hilarious.
creature's funny because it's like you have to like really learn how to play like with that gun because it's either you're gonna go in and like kind of fuck a lot of shit up or you're just gonna die within like seconds. So
Yeah, I had to learn pretty quick because I'm like, oh shit, I keep dying with this fucking gun, and then I was like, I have to change the way I play with this gun, and
yeah.
I did. And I started wrecking. It was great.
Well, especially when you go from like, so I use Sweezy a lot. So if you go from like Sweezy to creature, it's like, whoa, this is like way different. Like, like way
Yeah,
different.
way different. Very different. I tried to use what's his name, George or something. Fuck, what's his
Gus?
fucking name? Gus. I tried
Yeah.
using Gus a lot. I feel like Gus doesn't do the damage I want, but I don't have all of his mods, so I need
Yeah.
to buy more of his mods.
He has a
So he
mod
does.
where it like sucks the armor off of like the enemy instead of pulling them towards you, and then you shoot
Oh,
them.
okay, yeah.
But I don't. I got that after I was already like at the end game, and there's like
I
there's a
mean, yeah.
there's a
Okay.
gun at the end of the game. I'm not gonna give it away, but it's a super fucking OP gun. Like it's
Right on.
yeah, it's way OP.
So I picked up a gun that's like, um, in the game they call him retarded, but he's like half dead.
Oh yeah, that's the guy.
So
That's the OP gun.
yeah.
You're
So
at the end
he's
of the
not
game then.
but he's not working yet. He's like half dead.
Yeah,
So
that
I have to
gun
go to.
is
So I
OP.
have to go to Applebee's. I'm at the part where I have to go to Applebee's.
Space Applebee's,
It's
not Applebee's,
Applebee's.
Space
Yeah.
Applebee's.
Yeah. So I'm at that part of the game. So it's hella funny.
Yeah,
But
that
I beat the brothers. That shit was hella funny. Oh my god, I
yeah.
was hard to. I kept dying because of fucking laughing, fighting these fucking brothers. I was
Oh,
like,
you're talking
fuck,
about the three guys?
three brothers. Yeah, the three brothers.
Yeah.
I was dying. At first, I was like, oh, how do I beat them? And then I was like, oh, I know how to beat them. And then I started laughing like these guys are talking so much shit while I'm trying to fucking kill them. And I'm fucking dying because I'm laughing.
So what was your technique when you beat the three brothers? Actually, you know what? It's funny. It's not even brothers. There's one that's a girl, but
Yeah, but they say they're brothers.
yeah, but
They say they're brothers.
yeah,
So
one's
I
name
would
is like Angela or some shit. So
yeah. So over the waves, I would just jump, and then I used creature to get the hornet out. So I
yeah,
would swing on the hornet. I would swing on the hornet, and then wait for the waves. And then I did. I would use shit. I'd use Morty to like pop them. I'd use Morty to hit them
Kenny.
with his flat. Yeah, I
Oh,
use
this
Morty
hold
to.
on, fucking Blues Flex in here with the
I
sweet
can't.
potato pie.
You know
Yeah,
what?
baby.
You know what?
Mm.
I'm switching my screen off. So, but yeah, I use Morty to like splat him. It would break them apart sometimes, but it would do massive damage. And then sometimes I'd switch to Sweetie or whatever, or
Sweezy.
what's his name, Sweezy, and then I would freeze them and then use the crystals to pop them apart. And then when you kill them, I'm like, okay, that's great. And then they like split apart or whatever. I'm like, oh fuck, you have to kill them individually,
Yeah,
which is kind of a pain. But I just kept doing the swing and shoot and doing the always doing the secondary mode did the most damage. So I just kept doing that and killing them while trying not to laugh.
yeah. It's
I wonder why. I
Go ahead.
wonder. I wonder they call the brothers to kind of like not make fun of, but to kind of like parody the Squashy brothers, the guys who created the Matrix.
Oh,
Which
How
I
they're like all
siblings.
women now. Yeah.
Yeah,
So I wonder if they're like
siblings.
playing on that.
No, they kind of play. It's funny because I was watching Rick and Morty season 5, the Go gadget or the Gogotron.
yeah,
So it reminded me of that because one of the brothers like, oh, brothers form like our final form or whatever. Like,
yeah.
what the fuck? So they all merge into one fucking form. I'm like, these motherfuckers. Like, great. So I got to beat them when they're all formed up. But then they break apart. You got to beat them individually, and then they form up again. Like, you motherfuckers.
Honestly,
So-
I mean, the game is. If you're a Rick and Morty fan, it's a must buy.
Oh, yeah.
If you're just like a first person shooter fan, I would still recommend it. It's a good first person shooter, but it's funny. Like, and if you love Rick and Morty, it's goddamn, you're gonna be laughing a lot, especially because like one of the guns is literally he sounds like Morty. His name is Kenny.
He
but
is
it's basically
Morty.
Yeah,
Yeah, he is Morty.
yeah. And like one of the
Literally
guys is JB Smooth. You know, Gus is
So
JB Smooth. So
So fucking funny.
yeah,
This is always
it's a
hilarious.
lot of fun.
Yeah, it's funny.
You get the because I know I watched a few people playing, and there was one girl she was like playing the game and she paused it, and when she unpaused it started talking shit talking shit to her.
It's at the very beginning. Yeah. So
Yeah.
so in the very beginning of the game, and you pick up Kenny, and he says like basically let's go kill these guys. If you pause the game right after that and you unpause it, he gets fucking mad and he talks
Yeah.
shit. He talks shit to you for like 2 minutes, like
Mhm.
a solid 2 minutes, talking shit like just fucking press all the buttons. I figure out how to play.
Yeah.
It. Like, press pause.
Yeah. It's hella funny. Oh my god.
That's a great little Easter egg for them to do that.
Yeah. I did that. It's funny because like I beat the whole game on my Steam Deck because I don't have an Xbox, and I didn't want to play it. Well, I could have played it on my PC, I guess, but I got my Steam Deck and I played the whole game. And you know what's funny? So I think I told the story like last week where I fucked up where I thought it was a glitch in the game where I couldn't go to the next bounty, and so I put it in Proton mode because the game on Steam Deck is not Steam Deck verified, which means that everything works. It was just Steam Deck playable. And so I got to a certain point in the game where I was like, I can't get to the next bounty. And so I decided to put it in compatibility mode, which is like Proton. And it erased my fucking save game. And I was like, fuck. But I like the game so much, I decided to replay it. And I got to the same point, and the same fucking thing happened. And then I figured out, oh, they were kind of shitty on this one point in the game, like telling you like where to go. And then I figured it out, and I was like, oh, this is where I got to go. And I could have avoided all that.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, we have to go to like instead of going like the actual bounty, you have to go into like the actual like.
You have to go to
mode.
you have to go to the common area, quote unquote.
And it tells you where to go. Like there's like an icon on it, but you can't just press like on all the other previous bounties. You would say, I want this bounty, and then the portal would put you on to the next bounty. But on this particular bounty, it wasn't like that. You had to like actually go into like the little selection mode and then go to where it tells you to go, which is
because it lets you choose. It lets you choose two different places, and because it gives you the option, is that you can go back. You can go back to your previous planets.
Yeah,
and it gives you that option. So like, when I did it, I didn't get it at first real quick, and I just went to the bottom. I'm like, oh, and then it did the icon. There's this little fucking square icon that says this is where this person is on this planet. You don't have to go there. I was like, oh, okay, cool, boom. Because I would have got lost too if I wasn't because at that point in the game, I was watching this super fucking B movie that they have.
There's like 3 of them in the game.
I saw the second one. I was watching Blood Harvest, the really weird one. It's fucked up because there's this fucked up sex scene in the fucking movie they play in the fucking game. I'm like, what the fuck? This is like a rape scene. Like, what the fuck am I watching? It's this fucking old. It's like a movie from like 1987. And I'm like, what the fuck is happening? It's about this clown killing people. It's like, what the
and
fuck?
Then, because you walk in and like the clown's like singing like some creepy ass fucking song. It's like really weird. It's like really Jack and Jill go up the hill to like fetch a pail of water or some shit. And it was like really creepy sounding when he's singing it.
It's so fucking weird. It's weird, and it's super B movie. It's like double B.
Just so everybody knows, it's an actual fucking movie. So it's weird because when you see High on Life, it's kind of stylized. But then in like certain areas in the game, there's like an actual TV screen or a movie screen, and they're playing like an actual fucking like a real fucking movie that came out. And it's like it's weird. It's like the one you talked about before was
it was called Tammy and the dinosaur. And the T-Rex.
But it has the fucking guy Paul Walker
and Paul Walker and Denise Richards.
Yeah. That's they played the whole fucking movie. If you sit down on the couch, you can watch the whole fucking movie.
It's fucking wild. I'm like, are they really gonna play this whole fucking thing? And I sat there like literally 35 minutes goes by and I was still in the fucking movie. I was like, what the fuck is happening?
They got the rights to like 3 whole ass B movies.
So, it's fucking wild. It was so wild. I was like, dude. I thought like if you sit and watch the thing, you maybe get like I guess because the Steam Deck does like something like achievements or something too, or trophies. Yeah. So I was like, if I sit and watch this, I'm probably gonna get one. So I sat there and watched this super lame ass fucking movie. Like to give you an idea, there's a part where Paul Walker's character gets jumped, and so they're gonna drive him off to go kill him, but instead they drop him off in a like reservation where there's live fucking lions there, like African style lions are roaming around the street. Like that's not possible because they're in Southern California. That is not possible in Southern fucking
I
California.
mean,
We
yeah,
can jump off like wildlife, mountain lions, yes, but not fucking on a road that takes you by a
well, I mean,
fucking.
technically, if you go to Escondido, California, which is funny because you said this earlier, but there's the San Diego Wild Animal Park is there, and they I think they have wild lions there.
Where you can just drive up and drop somebody off so they can get eaten.
Well, it's probably a little harder, but
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I was like, but they rode in a caravan
Hmm.
to get there.
Is
It's so
is
it was
Carol
so
Baskin
wild.
in the game?
Yeah, those would be tigers. How dare you, Blue?
Oh, that's true. Yeah,
Those would be
Oh,
fuck, you're
tigers.
right.
oh man, it was back in '94. Maybe she started that way. I don't know. But it was super weird. I remember I couldn't stop myself from watching, especially the Blood Harvest movie. That's fucking weird. Weird as
Was it
fuck.
legit like a 2 hour movie, or was it like a
It's
mini
it's
10
the
or 15
it's
minutes?
the whole fucking movie. It's literally the whole
Yeah,
movie.
Shit.
they're like 90 minutes maybe. One of them I think is 2 hours. It's super weird. They're weird fucking obscure fucking movies, and I
There's
found
a
myself watching this shit.
they have a funny achievement, which is and it's I don't know how to put this, but basically they make you get this trophy achievement, whatever, however you want to call it, for sitting and watching or spending 15 hours in an alien strip club.
Oh,
Yeah, and there's a whole joke about it in the game, and it's and then you get the actual trophy later, and it's fucking funny.
that's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I did not spend 15 hours in the alien strip club.
I imagine I would just leave the system on, leave, but my system would turn off and just turn it back on. But still, I imagine that it's pretty easy to get stuff. There's another trophy that fakes you out to do that shit too. Shit, I can't remember that one. Oh, it was one where it was the training one where you had to sit for 5 hours and wait for them to start the next training mission.
Oh, you can sit there for an hour. Yeah,
Yeah, I did not know. It's like I had Kenny with me. He's all, "We're really gonna sit here for fucking 5 hours." I'm like, ah. And you find out. So if you break through and find your way through, you get the trophy anyway. But it's still pretty fucking funny. I didn't sit there for 5 fucking hours. I'm like, oh, I'm trying to go. So High on Life is pretty fucking fun. It's well worth it. If you have Game Pass, it's definitely worth a download to play.
and it's on Steam. So if you had a
Yeah,
PC, grab it on Steam.
yeah. And obviously, if you have a PC, you can have Game Pass for PC and play it on there as well. So it's a fun fucking game. It's a decent first person shooter. I thought it was gonna have shooting mechanics. It's actually pretty good.
Yeah,
I was like, "Holy
actually,
shit."
yeah. Especially like the way the guns play vastly differently. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I think they put in a lot of time and effort into like the actual guns, and I appreciated that.
Yeah, your guns don't really like only one of them kind of talk shit to you, but they kind of give you like passive aggressive comments
Yeah.
mostly. Yeah, and then like when you use one gun more than another, they talk. That's when they talk shit to you.
Oh, I use Squeeze. You know what's funny is that when I walked around, I would use Kenny because I like the Morty voice.
Yeah,
But then when I got into combat, I would switch to Squeezy usually.
yeah. I use Kenny a lot actually. I use his glob shot because it like does a pretty good. I have the splatter shot where it hits a bigger area,
Yeah,
so it
I had
takes
that
out a lot
too.
of people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, this is pretty cool. But it's just funny the shit that they say and like the random tangents that happen.
Oh
Like
yeah.
super random shit
Especially when
happens.
they get in arguments. Like yeah.
It's just so funny. It's just so funny. The best are the villains. The villains talk the most shit.
Oh yeah.
The most shit. It's
It's,
so fucking funny though.
the funny one there's like a certain villain that like dies in an unexpected way, and then like he has like yeah I don't want to say what it is, but yeah, Odenja knows what I'm talking about. But then like you get
Yeah.
into like he has like this plan of like if he dies like what's gonna happen, and then like it's like him basically trying to guess who killed him after he died. You have to go to, like this whole like death room. It's really fucking funny.
It's fucking funny. So it reminds me of a Rick and Morty episode from season 5. It's almost instead Rick doesn't die, but it's kind of similar.
Mm.
So it's like this weird murder mystery kind of thing. I'm like, dude, this is like Rick and Morty, which is just as
I mean,
hilarious.
it's the game is like Rick and Morty. So
I know the game is like,
yeah.
I mean, but it's still pretty fucking funny. I kept
So-
half expecting a Rick and Morty Easter egg in the fucking game somewhere. If not that, a Solar Opposites Easter egg.
Yeah.
Because the actress that plays shit, the girl on Solar Opposites, Jessie. The actress plays Jessie. She plays the son
Yeah.
of the shop owner in the game. So it's fucking hilarious. It's hilarious.
So it looks
hilarious.
like I was looking at Pie on Life, and apparently there's a glitch in the game where you will get stuck inside of a space Applebee's. Have you guys heard about this one?
No,
And, like, you can't
I
get
haven't
out.
gone there yet. You can't get
Yeah,
out.
apparently if you go inside, like you can't get out. Even if you reset the game and you think you go back to your last checkpoint, you'll end up back inside of Applebee's.
Damn.
It's all bad.
That
And like
whole-
there's like a bunch of video of people trying to like escape and stuff like that, but they can't.
I think it's
So-
if we give the wrong answers probably with Kenny. But yeah, that whole
Yeah.
when you go into Space Applebee's, like the whole story there is pretty fucked up.
I'm right there. I'm literally right at that part of the game. That's
They
where I'm
said
at
they
in
said
game.
the bug happened after the last update, so I'm not sure when the last update happened, but this was just posted like 8 hours ago.
Mm,
Oh shit.
that's funny.
Well, I've been playing a lot of Modern Warfare, so there's that.
I'm trying to
Yeah.
find a new game to play right now. I got a game called Ghost Song, but yeah,
Feeling it.
that game's fucked up. So I'm not gonna. I went back to Vampire Survivors for the Steam Deck.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, shit. There's some games that came out. Oh, well, you didn't get the Callisto Project. That game got shit on a lot. It looked promising, but
I'm not big into horror games, so
oh, that's right.
or
That's
horror
right.
movies. So
I keep forgetting about that. Oh,
Yeah.
but the one game that I keep hearing positive buzz about, but nobody's really talking about, it's fucking the new Need for Speed. The new Need for Speed,
Oh,
everyone's
yeah, I
saying
haven't
it's
played
actually
that.
pretty good.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's
know there's
like-
one out.
Yeah, I didn't know either, but it's gotten pretty good reviews. I guess it's
It
like
did, yeah.
anime style.
you know what?
Now-
I really want another goddamn Burnout. Like, can Criterion please just fucking
Yeah.
release another Burnout? And I'm tired of the
Yeah.
excuse of, well, we have some Burnout mechanics and Need for fuck that shit.
Yeah,
I need Need for
do.
Speed and Burnout to divorce, and I need Burnout.
A burnout.
I need
separate.
Burnout to win. I need them to get the fucking child and the alimony. All right, that's what I need right now.
Oh god damn. Yeah, that's not happening
what about-
because
what
EA
about-
bought them. So
Yeah, they merged them together. But,
yeah, they
what
bought
about-
them because they were doing better than them. Like, oh, we can't have that.
Burnout
Don't
was
buy
so
them.
Even-
fucking. They just remake
well,
Burnout
the
3.
mechanic to it is great.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Sorry,
they.
bro.
I mean, they do. I think they would have to make a new studio if they did that. So
Did ever with Burnout? There's like one of the challenges where you're in the fucking Indy car and you have to like drive that motherfucker through the city to get from one end to the
Ooh,
other
yeah.
within
you
like a
can't
minute
damage it
without
yeah,
crashing. it. Yeah, ooh,
it's
boy,
fucking terrible.
I would be tearing the fuck out of the city. Just come to the end, just hit like a curb or like nip a car like that's going too slow and just wipe out, just total fucking burnout. But yeah, Burnout was such a fucking great game, especially when you would just knock fools into the walls and it'll just do that little freeze, that Matrix style like
Oh,
animation.
the camera
Just-
thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
Goddamn.
that shit felt good.
Burnout 3 came out for the fucking PS2. The PS2, and it's one of the greatest racing games of all fucking time. seriously,
Burnout.
On
Burnout
Metacritic,
Paradise
it has a 93 on Metacritic.
Oh, you know,
93.
but Burnout Paradise did a good job though.
Oh, it,
Burnout
yeah,
Paradise.
yeah.
That was the last Burnout, and it's been so good. It's been remade. Enhanced. It's on Game Pass if you have the Game Pass. So use your Steam Deck. Play Burnout on there. There you go.
I mean,
Burnout
don't get
Paradise.
me wrong. Burnout Paradise, I played the shit out of the game, but like, if you look at the actual like scores, was not as high as Burnout 3. So Burnout 3 was goddamn revolutionary. Like, seriously.
Right on.
Burnout on PS4. Oh,
No, I don't.
Yeah,
I don't think there's been a
No,
Burnout.
they
in
gotta
a
remake
long
'em.
fucking
They gotta
time.
remake
it was Burnout Paradise Remaster was on the 4.
And I love with the thing that I love the most about Burnout Paradise is that when you this is what got me into like my whole like I love trophies is because when you started the fucking car in Burnout Paradise, you got a
Yeah.
goddamn trophy. Like when you started the car.
There you go.
What was cool too? Wasn't it like you be driving like it takes place in Hawaii, right? And like you be driving around, you see
It's-
another car, you like flash your headlights, and you end up street racing.
No, it's not really a real place where you
Yeah, it's like a made
What
up
else?
island.
yeah, it's made up.
I thought that was a made up island of never mind. But just the racing mechanics of the game was so much fun.
Yeah, it was fun. I remember the hardest one, the one I had the hardest time with is you had to start at the observatory and race all the way down to the bottom of the fucking map within like 2 minutes or so, something super fucking small. I think the only way to do it was you had to hit every jump and not crash, and I couldn't do it. I'd wreck every.
What's crazy is that you couldn't you can't remember like, okay, if once I turn this corner, there's gonna be a car here, and I have to like swerve around them because like the cars and stuff are always moving. So it's like every time you play, it's a different experience. So like you have to become like really good at playing that game to keep them fucked up in those challenges.
You had to have good reflexes, so good driving reflexes. So pretty wild. It's a good game.
That's a game where your thumbs would just be sore from pushing the button so goddamn much, even though you're just playing the same freaking level.
Pretty much. But I mean, there's Modern Warfare now. That's what I've been playing on. They got a lot of crazy stuff on there with their whole the raid that dropped. So Stitch isn't here, but he's been going off about this raid for like weeks. We did the raid, we got to the end, and we couldn't finish it. We couldn't finish up strong. It was so fucking funny. We kept fucking dying. But yeah, it is. I don't want to say. I guess it's kind of Destiny style with the mechanics and whatnot. You got to solve puzzles to get forward, and you have to work together as a team to get to the end. But if you can't do that, you're in a lot of trouble. So
it's like playing Gyro or not Gyro, yeah Gyro. But I'm thinking of oh god, what's the name of the game? The game with the two robots and the cake is a lie.
Oh, we're talking about Portal, right?
Portal, yeah, with Portal 2, when you have to play with two players, you have to help each other out.
Yeah, so this is 3 players. So you're playing this in Modern Warfare with yeah, it does have some kind of puzzles like that, but they're more like, on par with like you need to get codes and the codes are incomplete, so you got to do some, some like solving some stuff to complete the code to get in.
Like an escape room.
Yeah, there's one part that it is a legit escape room with hard ass enemies, drones. You got to have your team get up. You got to support each other while trying to survive and escape. So it becomes this huge like ordeal. It took us about 90 minutes to get to the end, and we couldn't do it. We got so close to the end, we just couldn't survive. And this is just part one. I guess they're doing more, so it's pretty interesting. So I had a lot of fun doing it. We didn't twitch it out. I think we need to next time, so we can get to the end. But we might try this weekend. We'll see. But Stitch is really all about the Call of Duty raid. We're trying to get Prodigy in it. He keeps making excuses about why he doesn't have the game, so we'll see. But it's been fun. A lot of fun. There's a lot of stuff to do. There's a lot of stuff to do in this new Call of Duty. A lot of shit. So it's pretty interesting. I'm having a lot of fun with it. So we'll see. I highly, so far, I recommend the game. As long as they don't update and fuck it up. But we'll see.
Hey, have you seen oh god, what's the guy's name? Guillermo del Toro's Pokemon Pinocchio.
Oh, Pinocchio. No, I haven't seen it. I know it's not in Grammy or Emmy or something.
I don't know what the hell I watched, but that was the scariest shit I've ever seen in my goddamn life. Like,
really? Is that freaky?
Dude, that shit's hella fucking freaky. Like Pinocchio's hella creepy looking. Like the fairy that shows up is freaky looking. Like the shit's just creepy. Like the whole I haven't finished watching it. Like I got kind of fell asleep on it. But yeah, like the whole like Jimmy the Cricket is fucking creepy. Like I don't know, like this shit's a horror movie in my opinion. I mean, it's not like people are fucking dying and stuff like that, but I mean, kind of. There's like a scene where somebody does die, and it's like, damn, okay. But like overall, it's the shit's fucking creepy, man. I would say watch it just to see how creepy it is and get back to me. But like, yeah, man, it's not like a true horror movie. It's just like creepily made. Like I know the whole stop animation and stuff like that. It's cool, like Coraline and all that stuff. It's almost up there with Coraline because Coraline's kind of creepy too.
Coraline is creepy.
Butt knives, mom. The mom with the butt knives, but like this is like a whole nother level.
Coraline is creepy. I mean, you have seen Guillermo del Toro's work though. It's pretty
Oh
creepy
yeah,
shit. So I'm not surprised at all. It's just fucking creepy.
I've been watching that
Oh,
cabinet
Cabinet of
laboratory.
Curiosities.
Yeah, that shit's fucking freaky too. It's some are a little bit too long though. Like it kind of like dragged a little bit in the middle to get to like
What?
the creepy shit at the end.
So they're
Oh
not
god,
connected. From what I
well no, they're not
understand,
connected.
they're not connected. Okay,
No, I'm talking about in the one single episode, like it can drag in the middle for a little bit before it gets all kind of creepy again. Like I just watched the
yeah.
one with homegirl with the makeup cream with the lotion.
I haven't. So I've only seen two. I
Oh, okay,
saw
yeah,
I saw the rat one, and
that was crazy.
I saw the
The morgue.
lot 34, the one with
Oh yeah,
the one with the storage wars type dude. The guy's like super racist
yeah.
and shit, and he gets fucked up. I saw
Like that
those.
fucking book.
Those are the only two
Yeah,
I've seen.
I think the
That's
next one is the one with the lotion. No, there's another one. Oh god, I think there's
there's
one
like
after
six
that,
of
and
them.
then there's one with the lotion.
No, I started watching instead of finishing that because I've been watching it with my family. So certain family members, we can't always watch it because there's kids around. Can't have kids watching shit like that. They're not gonna be able to sleep. So I've only watched a few of them. So instead,
What are you talking about?
when the Cabinet of
Oh
Curiosities with
yeah, it's
the
just yeah.
yeah, I've only seen two of them. I
I've
haven't
seen
seen
like
all of them.
3, I think 4 of them. Yeah, they're all
Yeah,
pretty
see,
fucked
but
up.
you said you don't like horror. Every single one's a horror fucking show.
Well, they're more suspenseful than horror.
I don't
Yeah.
I
know,
mean, there's
man.
creepy
The
shit that
ones that I've
happens.
seen, the ones that I've seen were pretty like
They're pretty horrible. Like they're pretty
yeah,
fucked
pretty
up.
horrific.
Yeah,
The one with the giant rat shit and the dead cursed like mummy fucking thing. That shit was wild, wild. Excuse me.
yeah,
The shit
So
with the yeah, I think you said the lotion one, right?
I haven't
yeah. The
seen the
It
lotion.
lotion
looked
one.
like a goddamn cum monster. I'm just saying.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh
right.
damn,
It's all walking
damn.
around leaving like a snail trail
Yeah.
behind them. Like what the
That's
fuck?
terrible. Terrible. Yeah.
You
But
See,
it
know,
had
I
actually,
was
like
that's the actress in that is from
Garfunkel and
Garfunkel and
Oates.
Oates. Yeah.
Yeah, I was.
And what's
And
also
it,
go ahead.
it didn't dawn on me until like toward the end. I was like, I know this chick looks so familiar, but
Yeah.
like can't figure her face. And then like toward the end, I was like, oh shit, that's her.
Yeah, and what's even more hilarious is that there's another Netflix show. She's in the other person is in Wednesday.
Oh yeah, yeah,
oh
that's
right
right.
on. That's awesome.
Yeah, dude. Like I was saying, like there's for that show, some of the episodes they kind of drag a little bit in the middle. Like it kind of like seems like it's taking forever for something else to happen, but then it just ramps back up again.
Yeah.
But before that, I was talking about Pinocchio, so that's
Mm.
on Netflix, and I was talking about how fucking creepy that movie is. I'm not sure if you watch it yet, but it's
No.
like it feels nightmares basically. It's fucking creepy, dude.
Wild. Nope, I haven't finished those either. I've been watching Mayor of Kingstown. That show was not what I was expecting at all. So there's a lot of swearing, a lot of blood, a lot of shooting, there's fucking strippers, nakedness. I was like, this is a Paramount Plus show? This looks like an HBO show. Like it's fucking wild. I mean, it's basically about a guy who's kind of like I I don't want to say cleaner or fixer, but he basically keeps the peace between the cops and like all the like gangsters, and so he works out deals between the two so they can keep doing what they're doing, and they have influenced the guys. Both squads and him have influenced the guys that are on the inside, aka prison. So it's like there's a lot of gritty shit that happens in the show. I was like, holy shit! But I'm on the fourth or fifth episode. So there's a new season coming up next month too. So see. But it's been pretty gritty so far.
I mean, it's a good time to, to be a nerd and just enjoy, film and cinema, TV shows, whatever. We have so much variety now. It's been great. There's some shitty shows out there, but there's definitely plenty of really great shows out there as well.
No, hey Cronus, how far are you on season 3 of Sandman? Have you finished
Yeah,
it yet?
I finished the whole thing. Yes, excellent.
Damn,
Yeah,
it's just
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
crazy. The strip club scene.
yeah. Somebody dying of too many nuts busted.
Yeah.
He literally busted his. Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
That was gross, but yeah, it was.
yeah.
I mean, it's
It was
just
worth.
an excellent story, and it's a excellent cast. It's literally one of the best audiobooks ever, especially when it comes to like the story variety, the voice cast, the special effects, the soundtrack, all that stuff. Like, no, I think most people when they think about audiobooks think about just like a single narrator narrating, which is fine with me. Like the vast majority of my audiobooks that I listen to is just a single narrator. But when it comes to Sandman and like Dune and a couple other ones too, when they have like a cast of like voice actors plus the the sound effects and the soundtracks, it really does like suck you in more into the thing. And I think that especially like Batman Unburied and
Very.
yeah, and Sandman especially, they do a really good job with like the visceral sound effects of like people getting cut into or just like really fucked up shit happen. Like they do a really good job of like creating the scene in your mind. You know,
Oh, right,
Yeah.
right on.
Oh,
That's
shit, I was gonna
actually
say something.
that's a good storytelling right there. Then.
yeah, yeah,
If,
Yeah, and
if they're able to do it.
there's some audiobooks. It's one person, but they're doing like multiple voices and
yeah,
characters.
yeah.
Like they're doing a really good job of bringing that story alive. And it's like, oh damn. Like you would. I like. There's this one voice actor. I think it's shit. I can't think of his name.
There's a lot of
It's
good
like
ones. There's
RJ
like
Bean or something like that.
RJ. What you think
The
about?
guy.
You think about RC
Uh,
Bray?
yeah, him. Like
Yeah,
that guy do like little kids voices, like women's voice, like older ladies. He does like grown men, like with deep voices. Like, dude, like this guy's got fucking range, especially when it comes to voice work. But yeah, like some other ones, it might be it'll just be one person. You're like, okay, they're just reading the pages.
yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's like a lot of good books that I listen to that have voice actors that are narrators that are they do a serviceable job. But yeah, some of the ones that jump out. I mean, like Blue just said, R.C. Bray does a really good job. I think Nick Podell's another one. Um, shit, there's a few other ones too that I'm thinking of that do just like really, really, really good jobs.
Wait,
Luke
and
Daniels is a great guy as well.
so do you mean overall or just in the Sandman series?
No, just overall. Like so, when
Oh,
I'm talking about voice actors that they're single voice actors that do multiple voices in a book. So
oh,
like yeah, like R.C. Bray, Nick Podell, Luke Daniels, they all three of those guys. It's just them for an audiobook, but they do multiple voices, and you can definitely literally hear the changes in their voice per character. And there's
yeah,
other audiobooks where they like literally have like a cast of people, which are still
yeah,
excellent.
yeah. There's, I mean, because I know Matt Mercer does one where he's multiple voices. The excellent D. Bradley Baker, he does. I know at least one of the audiobooks that was out there. Those guys are like staples. They're like the pillars of voice actors. Most people don't know their faces, but they know their work or of their work. So they're always like called upon for voice acting like all the fucking time because they're in hella shit. They're in so much shit it's ridiculous. Both like video games, cartoons, animated shows, like movie catch up voices, shit. They do all that shit. So I get it.
You know what's kind of cool is that Becky from pre-recorded live, which I don't think they're actually recording anymore, but
I don't think they recorded for a while, a
yeah,
long while.
but Becky is now. I know she at least did one book, and she's an audiobook narrator.
Oh, right on. Good
Yeah.
for her. Congrats to her. Yeah, it kind of sucks. I feel like Matt's become more of a recluse recently. So
Well,
kind of
he's not on Facebook like that much anymore.
he's on there. He just doesn't. It takes him like a day to respond.
Yeah.
Like I see Becky doing her stuff all the time because she does stage acting. A
Yeah.
lot of it.
Well,
So
and so does so Matt does some behind the scenes work with that stuff too. So
yeah, I've
yeah.
seen that, but it's just like I feel like
You
he's
gotta,
he's definitely not on social media as much as he used to at all. So
I stepped away for a little bit, but back to the voice acting too. It's like Will Wheaton did a really good job in
Yeah.
Ready Player One. I mean,
And,
he didn't do multiple voices and stuff like that, but he did a really job of telling the story.
and he's also in Sandman Part 3.
Yeah,
Yeah.
makes a guest appearance. Well, in Ready Player One, it got kind of meta because he was reading the story, talking about himself becoming the mayor of Virtual World or the Oasis. I forgot the name of the town or the system for a second.
Oasis.
Oasis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right.
Yeah.
We're gonna wrap it up, or you got something else you want to talk
Yeah.
about?
I mean, there's a bunch of stuff, but we should wait for Prodigy and States or whatnot.
Yeah. I got
So-
some fluid questions for Prodigy, so
Yeah.
gotta wait for it.
Oh man, he's gonna be delighted for that.
Gotta ask him if it's like which foot do you like more, the one with the balls or the one without the balls, or
Yeah.
what's going on here?
I'm pretty sure he's gonna send one with the balls. He's like watching a huge nut
He
scene.
wants the danglies. All right.
Yeah. So at least this is the shit that he keeps talking about. At least. But. Yeah. All right.
Real quick, shout out to Warrior Fella and my daughter Lilith that saved the podcast last week. So thank you for helping me out and putting out something for last week, and I enjoyed it. So thank you.
Yeah, right on. So let's round table it up. Blue, who brought us in? I wasn't there for the beginning.
Blue brought us in.
All right.
I
Blue,
did.
do your thing.
Okay. Well, well, blah, blah, blah. I'm all
What is going on here, Blue? What
I
the
don't
fuck?
know.
No,
You made some noises.
I was all because I was all thrown off for a second there. But no, I'll just talk about what I'm doing this weekend. So we got New Year's happening this weekend, but my wife and my little kid, they both got COVID. So the last couple of days we've been kind of just isolated inside the house. Been walking around with my wife and myself been walking around with a mask on. But they're on the mends. They're doing better. Little Sebi, like this kid, like he was sick for like 2 days, and then like he's had colds since he's kind of been on this planet, and they've kicked his ass way worse than COVID did. Because like he had like he was basically a little demon for a second there. Because he had like a sore throat, and he was just super like his voice wasn't deep, but when he would cough, he sounded like I told Sweetness this. I said he sounds like little Nicky from the Adam Sandler movie,
Yeah.
like where he plays like he's like half devil, half angel, or something like that. He had like a real gargly voice, so he sounded like that. But like after that, he was fine. And so they've been testing. They keep testing positive for COVID, but I haven't tested positive yet. I've been testing negative. I haven't tested in the last few days. I mean, I'll test tomorrow to see how things are going. But other than that, everybody's doing good. Christmas was good. Sebastian found his Power Wheel, and he like instantly jumped in it, but it's not ready yet. I still need to color it or paint it or wrap it or something. But yeah, other than that, doing well. Waiting for the New Year's to take place. We're probably not going to do anything, but I think I talked about it on the podcast before. But the sweetest she introduced this tradition to me where you eat 12 grapes at midnight, and like you're supposed to make a wish every grape you eat. So I got to go buy some grapes for that. But made sweet potato pie. You guys aren't around for that. I mean, Otis is nearby. I need to make you one because you're still in the area.
Oh,
That's what I'll eat on the podcast. But yeah, other than that, just chilling. Got some cool stuff for my Tesla, which is in the shop right now. But so I took my car to the shop today because one of my windows weren't rolling up correctly. Like when you open a door, it's supposed to because there's no frame around the door. When you open a door, the window goes down to kind of make room for the door to open. But when you open a door, the window goes all the way down. When you close the door, it goes up like a quarter of the way, and like the automatic up and down doesn't work on it, so I had to take it in. But what's cool is Tesla, like you don't really have a key for the car. You have like a card key that you can swipe for the door to open, but you mainly use your phone. And when I dropped the card to get service, I was like, "You guys, you need the key to be able to get in." They're like, "Oh no, it's all taken care of." Basically, when you make your service thing in the app, it basically puts your car into service mode. So when you get to the spot and you check in, your car goes into service mode. So your car can only go so far, and they're able to control your car basically. But like, yeah, you don't have to leave your key or anything. They can move it around, whatever. And like, I just got a notification that the work was done to my car already, and I can go right now and pick it up. Like,
Nice.
there's no, I don't need to pick up a key because I still have the key, so I can just go there, pick it up, drive home, like same day. But there's still one issue that they need to take care of, so I need to hear back from them tomorrow regarding it. But other than that, I'm loving the car. It's a lot of fun.
That's cool. But fuck Elon Musk. Anyway. Just gotta get that PSA.
I got my car
Damn.
when Elon went crazy.
Yeah.
I bought the model before he went crazy. How about that? 'Cause I got a 2020.
No, it's fine because these are not the Tesla car that you have is not Elon's idea. Elon's idea is the Cybertruck and the Tesla Semi, which where are those at? So the Cybertruck looks ridiculous. Anyway, keep it rolling. I'm stopping Elon hate.
That's it for me. Take it away, no one either. Or
So for me, I just got back into town. Literally, had a pretty decent Christmas. I didn't get a chance to show what I got. I got this like customized root beer from like one of the breweries from around the bay. It's made with honey. It's like one of the best root beers I've ever had. It's so good.
Nice.
It's from Devil's Canyon Brewery
Huh.
in Redwood City. It's actually pretty fucking good. But
I've been
yeah,
there.
I've never been there. Someone brought me before I left, and it's really fucking good. I left it here purposely so I would have drank all of it. I wanted to savor it, so I have some waiting for me in the refrigerator. But I had a pretty decent Christmas. I was even though I worked on Christmas, I got to see my family shortly after. I got more stuff than I could possibly imagine I was going to get this year. I had like a lot of bags to bring in. I got to see Avatar 2, which I know Prodigy really, really, really wants to talk about. He didn't get to talk about it tonight because he's on the road. I don't really have too many big plans this weekend. Instead, play more Modern Warfare. Oh, I guess I'm going to see Avatar again in a real IMAX theater, like a drop to your death.
Yeah, fuck
IMAX
those fake
theater.
IMAXs.
Yeah, that's what I
They make
told.
me
That's what I
angry.
told. Yeah, that's what I told family. I'm like, dude, if we're gonna see this in IMAX 3D and spend that kind of money,
Go to
we're gonna
Dublin.
watch it. We're going to Dublin to
Yeah.
watch real fucking IMAX. Where I almost got into a fight when the first Avatar came out. Where I almost threw this guy over the side over a fucking seat. So we're going back.
Did I can't remember who went, but like I remember one time, I think it was a Ben had thing where we all went there like thick. I think there were like at least 20 of us that showed up to go watch Avatar.
I think it was
first one.
No, it wasn't Avatar because it weren't Van when the first Avatar came out because that was when I was still in Qatar. When the movie came
Yeah,
out.
he
Okay, no, I thought it was Ashish and some other people.
Yeah,
Ash.
I think you're thinking about Star
Yeah.
Wars.
It was either Star Wars or Harry Potter because y'all went. So I went the second
I haven't,
viewing.
Harry
I haven't
Potter
seen a
was
Harry
in
Potter
Harry
theater.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I went. There was. I didn't know. I thought that Kay and Kronos had not seen it. It's actually like second or third showing like that week or some shit. But they went again, and we went, and the fucking theater was fucking packed. It was so fucking packed. But yeah, I remember doing that. We rolled a Deep Sucker Punch. That was a Pinhead thing.
Yeah.
I think it was Sucker Punch. Yeah, because I remember we were playing Cards Against Humanity.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
were
Fuck, I
deep
miss
on
those
Sucker
days.
Punch.
God damn it.
Yeah,
Those
now
are,
we're all spread out.
Those are great times. When we're like
Yeah,
we
they
were
were.
like super we were super,
Super deep.
tight. Yeah, back then.
Yeah, we were super deep. We
Yeah.
were rolling. That was before Stitch even came to the state.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, but yeah, those times. So I'm basically going back to the Drop to Your Death IMAX to see Avatar 2 again because we missed like the first like 20 minutes. So we're gonna go back and we're gonna watch it for real this time. And then finishing up
fake last time.
Yeah, I watched. Yeah,
Okay.
we watched it. We watched it in. I don't know if you've
They
been
watched
to
the
the
porn
new.
parody version.
No, I don't know if you've been to the Icon theaters. The new. I guess it's a new chain to me. I've never heard of them until they attached to the mall out here. But they're pretty. They have like They had the all leather seats, the recliners, the heaters, all that shit. But it's like a double layered theater. Like the quote unquote VIP layer is the second story, and then like the peons are on the first floor, as they say. So it's different. So, but we're going to Dublin to go watch it. So I'm a little excited about that. And then if I get a sweet potato pie, which is great. If not, I'm not tripping. But
I'm tripping.
if you can try to let me know ahead of time, we can actually exchange desserts. I'm gonna hook you up with what I told you I would last time. So you'll see for Blue next time. But other than that, just chilling. I gotta finish High on Life too. I'm gonna do that probably this weekend.
All right. I guess I'll do my outro. So I would like to give a shout out to Lilith, my oldest daughter, who gave me a really cool present for Christmas, and I'll show it to you now. if you're watching the podcast, she painted this really
that's
cool Rick and Morty
That's
painting for
fucking
me.
dope.
Yeah, she gave me. She sent us a bunch of other things too, but this is like one of the coolest things that I've gotten.
Wait,
She's
is it framed or like in a case or something or
so
no?
this is a canvas.
Oh, that's
Yeah, it's
actual
a
canvas.
canvas. Yeah,
Oh shit!
so she actually painted on the canvas.
It's all glistening and kind of.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's like really like the gold paint is like really cool and like she did a really good job with this.
It's awesome.
And I have like some of her other artwork here, which is here.
I need to hit her up. I had
Check out my wall. You commissioned her,
I think
didn't you?
I convinced her to do some work for me.
And she didn't finish it. This is another thing she
Nah.
did for me.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
Into the Spider Verse.
yeah. This is like a couple years ago though.
Yeah,
oh really?
yeah.
I haven't seen that one.
But yeah, she's like a legit artist, but I don't know.
Yeah, she's gonna do something like that.
Should have dropped. All right, I'm not gonna get
Oh
it.
damn!
Oh,
That's not weird.
It's all good. I'll pick it up. Yeah. So my Christmas went okay. I got this really cool jacket from TAD, Triple Lot
Oh.
Design, which is a really cool clothing and tactical like gear maker in California.
I literally was wearing my old one earlier today.
Yeah, I have a bunch of their.
And it's like, why you still got that? Like, it's got holes and stuff in it. I'm like, I'm about to go over buy another one.
No, don't
the
buy
price
it.
of it's gone
Just
up.
take it back. It's got a lifetime warranty, which
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, so I was gonna just mention that before you even said that. When you buy clothing from them, it's a lifetime warranty, and so you can get it repaired or they'll replace it.
The reason why I want another one is just because last time I sat there to get repaired, they removed my thumb holes, which is the whole reason why I bought the sweater to begin with.
Yeah, you should have just told them. Like they would have probably just replaced it. Like if you'd been like, hey, the reason I bought this because like the one I have now has thumb holes.
Yeah. So the reason why they removed the thumb holes, or the reason why they gave me another one, is because they were out of stock. Like this is back when they were like, so every time they came out for sale, they would just go away.
Should have got put on that list. But now the Praetorian hoodie, the Praetorian hoodie is the one you're talking about. It's a merino wool hoodie, which I have one as well. Yeah, they're pretty much in stock all the time. And if you go and say there's holes in it, they'll probably just replace it at this point in time if they can't repair it. So yeah, Triple Lot Design. It's a great store. The hoodie that I'm wearing is one that Kay got me, and she gets. I pretty much get at least a single Triple Lot Design product every year. Which is nice because I would just buy their shit anyway. So, other than that, just trying to just end this year. This has been like one of the worst years of my life. So, and I'm glad that it's almost over. So, hopefully next year will be better and get back on track. Yeah, I'll leave it at that. So,
All right.
take us out of here, old Ninja.
All right. You just experienced Black and Black times Infinity.
Infinity.
The dankest podcast there is on the interweb. Check us out anywhere and everywhere with BThanBTI. That's BTHANBTI. You can email us at bthanbti@gmail.com. Check out our official website, benheadproduction.com/bthanbti, or anywhere and everywhere you listen to your podcast. Remember, we go live every Wednesday, 8:30-ish Pacific Standard Time on YouTube. Check us out, Black and Black Times Infinity on YouTube every Wednesday, and we will let you know when we're going to go live. Usually it's at 8:30-ish. We're usually 2 to 20 minutes late. So,
slide our DMs if you want to get added to our notification on Twitter that we're going live.
Yeah, and also we're on Discord.
Oh, Discord. Yeah. So email us and let us know, or slide in the DMs on Twitter and let us know you want to join the Discord.
If you don't take us down.
All right, y'all.